Been at it already, had my tarot read. Things are looking up for me, that's what my tarot said. Been pumping out pheromones and wearing red. Young Jerry Lolliver King, but they're not aware of it.
Anyways, this is an important podcast. This is a huge podcast because people wouldn't understand. They've probably seen bullshit banter. They've seen some stuff of us on the internet. They've probably seen you on the internet. If not, they're seeing you now. But this is a huge thing. We know it to be a big thing.
I think this is a big thing. But you waited for me to hit like 1 million on Instagram to ask me to come on your pod.
No, it's not about that.
Like you were like, oh, now she has like a little bit of like following. Okay, we can bring her on.
We've been talking about doing it for time, but it is actually like the timing of this now is actually for sure interesting. And I heard you on your, I think I was watching your Snapchat, which I love Snapchat, by the way.
I love Snapchat.
It's the best shit ever. Snapchat, you guys are the best.
We love Snapchat.
On the planet. Snapchat is the best. So anyways,
it's
we have
life-changing, one could say.
It is life-changing. Snapchat, thank you so much. We love you. You're the best app on the planet. Everyone
I put
go
Brad
follow
on.
my Snapchat. You did. It's amazing. But we're going to talk about putting people on in a second. Because this is interesting. So you were saying that, so it's been a year since you've been on social media.
Dude, it popped up in my memories. I signed to Raw Gear end of last March. So I've been with Raw Gear for literally a little bit over a year.
Okay. So it has been literally just over a year that you've been on social media.
Yeah.
So this is crazy because you just hit 1 million on Instagram. You started kind of blowing up on YouTube now recently. Thanks to the clips. Shout out Best of Bradley Martyn. Yeah, that's the best clip channel in the game.
It is. He's really good.
He's great.
He's good.
It's pretty much Best of Sara at this point, but it's okay. It's good because it's helping. It's dope. Anyways, I don't care. But the thing that's interesting about this is I found you like a year and a half, basically a year and a couple months ago, and you had you must have had 1,300 followers.
It was like my homies from high school. You know, like it was 1,000 followers.
And I think I don't know if I posted something or you were like you might have slid in my DMs and said like let's work out or like you respond. What was the we got to give the backstory about how we met.
The backstory. Okay. Yeah. So I remember you posted something like, oh, I wanted like a gym date or something. It was something along the lines of like you were sad another couple was working out or whatever. And I was like, oh, like here's my application to work out with you. Okay. And I sent like pictures of me working out, whatever. And then you were like, yeah. And honestly, I've like all of my homies would talk about zoo culture and I wanted to go so bad. But at the time I was working like a minimum wage job. Yeah. And for me to pay $60 for a day pass was like...
Well, it wasn't 60 back then.
Oh, well, whatever it was, I was like... And I'm cheap. I was like, yo, I have to work 4 hours for this to like even out. Like maybe if I just DM him, he'll let me pull up.
Yeah. So she DMs me. I find her DM randomly because I get so many... I probably found your DM because I literally get DM'd by 100% only dudes.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, one chick. I clicked on it.
I was shitting myself when it said Bradley Martyn replied. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I was basically like, yeah, come work out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you were like, pull up.
You come work out again. And because I remember looking at your profile and I'm like, right away, I was like, oh, this chick's in actually like really good shape. Number one, because I saw a picture of you you had like a floaty on and then you were like in the water. Yeah.
Can't swim.
Yeah. And then I was like, whoa, she got really good abs. I was like, she's in shape.
Yeah.
So I saw, and then I looked at like a few of like your highlight things. And this is just me being like a social media weirdo. And I'm like looking at this and I'm like, clicking it. I'm like, damn, she's like these like pull ups. She's like actually good at working out. She's actually in shape. And then I'm looking at it, I'm thinking like before you ever showed up. Yeah. I was like, I wonder why this chick doesn't do more social media stuff in the fitness space. Cause like she could be like one of those girls that's in shape. And you were already in shape, obviously. Yeah. But I remember thinking like this whole, you know, I guess I call them muscle mommies now. I don't know what the fucking word is.
Thank you, Brad. That's the nicest thing you've said to me.
Yeah. But these girls are becoming way more trendy. So I'm looking at her and I'm like, she could totally do this. I swear to God, before you ever showed up. So then you show up and I start talking to you and I'm like, wow. And I'm going to make you feel, I'm not trying to blow up. Her head is massive right now. She just hit 1 million followers on Instagram. And I started talking to her. I'm like, wow, she has a really good personality. And that's when I was like, this shit could blow the fuck up. And I knew it. Like, I swear, before you literally had like 1,300 followers, I was like, she can blow up on social media easy. After I spent that like workout time with you, because I was like, your personality was so like natural.
Thank you.
And so I'm proud of you. I just want to say before we get into the rest of this, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. No, that conversation did literally probably change my life, because I remember you were like, Sarah, like, who do you expect to see your fitness content if you're just posting it on your story? Like, that won't reach people. And I was like, oh, I guess he has a point. So I went home literally that night, made a reel of me doing pull-ups, and it did like good. I think it like hit explore. It got more reach than just my following, and I was like, oh, this is kind of easy. Maybe I should do more of these.
Yeah. Why didn't you post more? Like, what? Because I remember I asked you and you were like, no, I want to go to school. I want to, like, you know, I want to graduate. I'm like, you're like, I don't want to. Because I remember your initial response when I first brought it up was like, I don't really want to do the social media stuff. Like, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, what was that about? Because now it's like 1 million followers. You got like hundreds of thousands on YouTube. You're on TikTok. You're everywhere. And you have a whole living now. I just want to give, like, preface before we get into the rest of the conversation. But, like, now you make good money doing all this in a year's time.
Yeah, it was definitely life-changing. But
so, yeah, why did you not want to do it before?
At first, I was honestly scared. I was scared to post. Like, I was like, you know, if I post it on my highlights, it'll disappear in 24 hours. That's all people will see. They can't, like, keep judging me for it. They can only judge me for it for 24 hours.
You were just worried about judgment.
Yeah, that's what I was scared of. I was like, especially because my following at the time was only kids I went to high school with. I see them all the time at the local gym, whatever it may be. Like, I was scared that it was, like, cringy or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So I'd just throw a few up on the, like, Instagram story and then call it a day.
You were just concerned that, like, fucking Timmy from fucking whatever class was going to be like, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Why? Well, but, like, why did you care about that?
I don't know. And usually I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
But I was thinking if I post on my actual feed, it's just going to occupy their timeline with bullshit and they're going to unfollow me.
So you cared about them unfollowing you, or just like...
I was like, if anything, I'll lose followers from posting fitness content.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy because this is really the opposite, though.
Yeah.
So now that you've done it over all this time, what did you like? Do you still have the same relationship to... Because obviously people talk shit about you now and you know that.
Yeah.
You know, but you also like get a lot of love. So does it change your perception on like why you... Like, would you go back and like do it all over again? Or would you not do it again? Would you like... differently?
Honestly, I wouldn't do anything differently. I think the way I went about it, thanks to your help, I think if I would have done it alone, like because you did guide me, whether it was like telling me do it like this, or like reels are really good on Instagram, or you need to make it this way, make the first half second super enticing so they watch the whole video, whatever it may be that you've told me, like I needed to know that because I didn't have any friends that were doing social media. I didn't have anything like that, but there are keys to social media. Like, it's not as easy as just throwing up a picture and calling it a day. Yeah. You have to be strategic about it. There's logic behind it. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. It's not complicated like strategies or logic, but it's things you need to know.
For sure. I mean, that's the thing about social media, and we'll talk about this too, is like, I think people have this perception that it's just easy and you just post pictures.
It's not. Yeah. I'm not. It's not like rocket science, but it's also not like that simple either. Yeah,
but it does require a lot of consistency. I think consistency is the most important thing. Like, because for example, I've done social media now for like fucking 1 million years. I'm like 100 years old, but
yeah, true.
I've literally been on Instagram for damn near 12 years. And Instagram's the kind of platform that I know specifically, and all these platforms now, that if you're not constantly posting content, like, you're literally not growing.
It's not going to favor you.
Yeah. It's give you zero. Like, it's like every week you're not posting, it's like you're getting less and less reach of what you could get. And
once you're getting that high reach, you need to ride the wave. Yeah. Like, this past like few weeks for me has been really good. Really good.
Shout out Best of Bradley Martyn on Instagram and TikTok.
No, on Instagram. Fuck you. But on Instagram, it's been really good. So I've been just trying to ride the wave. Like, I woke up this morning at 9 and the first thing I did was post a picture.
Yeah, I saw it.
You don't like my pictures. We have beef.
What? Wait, what? Because I do like your shit.
Don't even cap. You don't like my shit ever.
Damn.
You might once in a while if it's like, yo, Rock, your drop live in 3 hours. You might be like, like.
Yeah, well, when you're wearing a stupid ass Gymshark thing, I'm not liking it. Okay, let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest about it. Just kidding. I can't. Okay. I don't want to disrespect Gymshark.
No, I know, but okay. Even my lifestyle pictures. Sometimes I take pictures when I'm not wearing Gymshark
you just look
or
ugly
Rock.
in those.
I just look ugly.
I'm just like, I can't like this. Mm-hmm. Like, if I liked it, I'd like it.
Damn.
Yo, I'm sorry.
If you liked it, you'd like it.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm sorry. I'm totally
it's fine.
kidding.
I get it.
Your content's great, honestly.
Well, yeah, what do you like about it? Do you remember you'd always ask people about that? People would come up to me and they're like, Sarah, I love your content. And Brad would be like, what do you like about it exactly? Like, what's good about it?
Well, because the guys, I always knew it was like simp dudes. He'd be like, I love your content.
They're not simps.
Okay.
They're
not simps. They're good supporters.
Yes, I have value to offer.
I just thought it was funny to ask them, like, when they come up to you and they're all excited, because you had kind of been, you were just popping for like 4 months.
Yeah.
And they come up to you at the gym at Zoo and they'd be like, oh my God, I love your content. And I was like, really? What do you like about it? You don't think that's funny though?
It is funny. It is funny.
I mean, they do like you. You do have a good personality. I mean, that's the thing. The thing that I said before you even started going, I was like, you have a good personality. Like, you're not just like a fucking, I don't want to say you're not an attractive girl, because you are an attractive girl. But
that's what you always tell ugly girls. You have a good personality.
No, you are attractive, but you're not, that's not it. Like a lot of girls, I don't know. It just seems like in this space specifically, they're just like, I'm hot. Look at me. Look at my body.
It's like one or the other. Yeah. They love to
and
show it off.
Yeah. And you're very not that. Like,
I try not to sexualize my content, because you know what happens when you start sexualizing your content? Then your other content won't get engagement. And then they'll only want to see the sexualized content, whether that's you in a bikini or whatever. And then you post a picture of you in a nice, like, 2-piece, long sleeve, long pant
and they're
outfit.
like, where's the
and they're
ass?
Like, ew, like,
they're
not
like,
liking that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's strategic in that way. It's like, once you start showing more, then they want more and more.
So why do you think, I mean, the answer's probably simple to this, but why do you think women mostly go towards just posting the sexualized content?
I think in some sense it's like validating. Yeah. And it gets more like or whatever that is, which can translate to validating.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's that, but it's just like in the long term, like, you know, you're a mom and then your kids are all sitting at the lunch table and they're like, yo, like, my mom said your mom has an OnlyFans, or like had an OnlyFans. Like, what are you, your kid hears that?
So you're concerned with the future. That's why you're like, nah.
No, not even just the future. I just feel like it's not necessarily me.
Yeah.
Even sometimes when I'm like turned around and like I like pull my pants down a little bit and I have like spandex on under and I post a picture of that, even that I'm like, fuck, like this is pushing it.
Yeah, because I noticed you never do like the full turn.
No.
Yeah,
no.
I noticed that.
And like my spandex have to be pulled, like you can't have a little butt cheek slip. You know, you got to be covered.
Yeah. So like, that's what I'm curious about. You're making these decisions because of like your idea of what you want your brand to be, or like,
yes, I think it's just that's, if I was posting that and like, yo, these girls look so hot posting it, I'm just saying that's not on par with who I am. Like, I'm just not a very like, and you know this, I'm just not a very like sexual person. I'm just kind of like prude, I guess. I'm not prude, but prude.
Yeah, maybe you're
that's
just,
the word.
you're more conservative with you know,
with it,
with yourself.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? Because like you are not, I don't want to say odd that it's odd. I think it's great, but you are odd in that sense, because there's, you know, I know a lot more women on social media and men on social media that like, they just put it out there and they're just like, this is what it is, and they don't care. You seem to like have a little bit more reservation to it. Is it just like the way you grew up, or?
Yeah, I just feel like I grew up very like, also like not conservative in like the political sense, but like, you know, like you don't need to show it for someone to like you.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I mean, I'm not shitting on the people that do it. Like, that's totally fine. Like, I see these girls or guys or whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, you're totally beautiful, or you're so hot. Like the picture. It's not like, I'm not trying to shit on the people that do it. I'm just saying it's not me.
Yeah. Why though?
I think it is how I grew up. Like, even growing up like 10 years ago, like in middle school or high school, and I'd wear like a shirt that was a little too short, my mom would be like, I don't think that's age appropriate. I'd be like, okay, like I see where you're coming from. You know, like just like anything, I was kind of pointed in a different direction with like what I'd wear, like, you know, how I'd wear it or whatever, but not in the sense that it was ever like too much pushing, but just kind of like guidance, I guess.
Yeah. I just find it interesting because I think I don't know. I've had conversations with girls and the same idea of like being a little bit more reserved, but because other girls do it, like are just completely okay with like flaunting it to the highest degree. And it is what it is. If they want to do it, fine. But like, I think because other girls do it and they get the validation, they get the likes, they get the followers, they get the growth, that other girls go, well, other girls do it, so I'm going to do it.
And it's totally tempting. I'm not going to lie. Like I've like thought about it. I've had conversations with people that have OF and they're like, I make X amount. And I'm like, wow, it'd be so nice to make X amount for posting pictures. I don't know. I just at the end of the day, it's just, whatever 200K, 300K a month wouldn't be worth it for me to like have the stigma of my homies or whatever being like, yo, she has an OnlyFans. Sure, I wouldn't post nude, or maybe it'd just be like gym pics or swimsuit pictures. But it's that whole stigma around like having an OF.
Yeah.
That
what about the stigma that you don't like?
I think usually people correlate the stigma with something worse than like what it could be.
Yeah.
Come on, like if you hear a girl has an OF, what's your first thought?
Well, depending on what she posts, yeah. I mean, thinking she's probably, she's selling something.
Yeah.
I don't. But then again, it is just a paywall, and that's the thing about OnlyFans. It's interesting is like it did for so long become pretty much like softcore to hardcore porn. Yeah. And amateur porn, basically. And then now they're trying to come back to like, hey, I know that they've tried to put a push to all content creators. So it's just like, it really is just a paywall. But you're right. The perception and the reason why it does so well for girls and for people is because right away people think if they have an OnlyFans, then at some point, if it's a girl, they're going to show their pussy. Or if at some point it's a guy, they're going to show their dick.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, if you have a following as it is and you can be successful on something like a paywall platform, at that point you can make something where it's like, I'm selling clothes or I'm selling this or I'm selling that. So it's like, yes, they're supporting you. They're paying you basically, but they're getting something in return, like a physical, not just looking at your pictures. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like, they get a shirt. They spend $40 and they get a shirt.
This is the same reason why I never did those platforms where it was like, which also I think is kind of crazy if like you built your following from social media. The platforms where they're like pay to say hi to someone or like pay to say like they would pay you and then you'd be like happy birthday or like pay you and then you say something. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say the exact apps, but
no, I know what you mean.
But the same thing, I was like, the same thing. Cause I got offered to do stuff like that all the time. I'm like, damn, it's crazy. Like if I'm going to talk to someone like on a DM or respond to a message or say a voicemail, like a voice note or whatever, I'm just going to say it cause I have so much other stuff from this and I'm just grateful. But to go to someone and say, pay me $100 to like do this. I think, what did we see? Emma Chamberlain. I don't know if this is true or not.
I love Emma Chamberlain.
Do you? But listen to this. I don't know if this is true or not. Someone confirm this. Jacob, can you look at your computer right now? But she sold a DM, like I'll DM you like a high message for $10,000. I don't know if this is true or not. For $10,000.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true.
No,
can
that
you
can't
please
be
Google
true.
that? I think it was on Keemstar posted this shit.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming it wasn't just like parody.
Yeah.
But it was on some app where it's like you could pay for like anything.
But I'm saying at that point also like, do a Twitch. I want to get into this. I'm going to get into Twitch or streaming or whatever.
You should do Kick. It was fake.
Okay. The Emma Chamberlain thing was fake.
Emma Chamberlain thing was fake because bro.
Behind the website claimed that the $10,000 DM content was made for Emma's website years ago for internal testing purposes only.
Or maybe that was just
that's a cover-up.
That sounds like a cop.
That sounds like a cover up.
That sounds like a huge cover up. Yo, you need a mic back there. Fuck, we can't hear him. So Jacob was saying that like we're joking about this thing that Keemstar posted $10,000 for like a DM from Emma Chamberlain. He's saying that it was never supposed to be posted and was for like an internal testing, which totally sounds like a
internal
cover-up.
testing sounds like come on.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever. I don't know, but all I'm saying is like that concept of selling like a thank you or a hi is like weird. But I see what you're saying because they're not actually getting something.
Yeah, like I mean on Twitch, I mean you've done it. People donate money, right? Or send you money, but then you're like talking to it's a more
it's a fucking you're there for
like
hours.
Community, yeah,
it's dope.
Like I feel like they're like, oh, I really fuck with this person. I want to send them 10, 20, 30, whatever it may be. I don't know how it works, but I'm saying they're seeing your true side rather than looking at a picture that maybe 10,000 other people are looking at and then paying $10.
And also, I mean, dude, it's just an interesting concept. I don't want to ruin it for people, but it's like it can literally just be someone else sending you the photo. It's the same photo that's sent to everyone else.
Like you may low-key be talking to a guy.
Yeah. Like, why do you think some people on social media are just like complete terrible, like life-sucking scumbags and other people are like actually decent people?
I think some people...
Because people fall into this shit.
I agree. I think it's maybe material, like being very materialistic. So you want more money or whatever it may be, and you don't really care.
And then when the taxes hit, you go, wait a sec.
You're like,
I didn't have as much money as
I
I
owe that
thought.
much money? Let me fuck someone over.
I didn't know I was going to have to pay you this money.
Oh, my.
And then they're like, wait a sec. Shit, taxes are a lot.
Or whatever the circumstance.
Right.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
Whatever the circumstance may be, I think people become shitty, whether it's for money or clout or whatever it may be, to put them higher on the ladder.
Yeah.
Higher on the ladder.
Yeah, to gain, to take from someone else to give to themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very common thing, specifically this industry, man. This industry is like full of.
I think it's because it's so competitive.
I think it's not because it's competitive, but because there's no real barriers to entry.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about social media. I'm talking about specifically fitness social media.
Yeah.
Because fitness social media, you can you could just basically take some steroids, be in halfway decent shape, and be like, I'm a social media influencer fitness now. Because look at me, and take some pictures. And it does well on the internet because it's like body, it's visual.
Yeah.
Someone sees it. And then people get to a point where they're like, wait, what else do I do? And then they're like, oh, I can just shit on all these other people and benefit myself. I could shit on that person's brand and benefit my brand. So the thing that I find interesting is like there's some people over all these years who really had like great success, and they were never really the people who did those things. My question to you is, how do you see yourself continuing to move like in this industry? And like where like what's your end goal? Because you're like one of the good ones. I know all of them.
I know all of them.
I really know all of them, or at least like maybe they've known me and they've shit on me, but I know all of them. I heard of all of them. You're a good one. So like, where do you go with this? You gonna start shitting on people next year? What's going on?
No, I don't think I have the balls to shit on people.
Why not?
Because then I say something, and then what if they come back twice as hard, and then I'm just quiet, and then I'm embarrassed, and then
Yeah.
so I just feel like it's better for me to just not shit on people and just be quiet, because then I'm scared of the repercussions.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think that's on brand with who I am. I don't think I'd shit on people to try to.
How do you create what your brand is?
I think it has to do with your morals and what you see valuable.
So where are you going with this? Because you're
I'm
still super young. You're
I'm still in school.
Yeah.
I'm getting my master's in business. I hope that this was always my mindset that, I'm going to do school, get my highest degree I can, and hopefully along the ways I get lucky. And in this case, I think I did with you responding to my DM. Got lucky. So now I want to get my master's, still do social media in the meantime. I should get my master's in about 8 months. I'll be done.
Damn.
So then I'm hoping that I make connections along the way with social media, and I do someone's back end work.
You got a job.
Because then I can say I've experienced on the forefront, doing the actual posting and social media, the logistics behind it and the strategies. Right. But then I'll also have a master's in business, which is a good degree. It's not the best, but it's good.
Okay. 2 options. I'm the Matrix right now. Red or blue pill. I'm going to Bradley Martyn you again. Okay. I would love to hire you. I think you'd be a great employee. You're already a great employee.
Thank you.
Yeah. But when I Bradley Martyned you a year and a half, little bit ago, I was also like, hey, you could probably do so much more
than school.
Not than school. No, with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Meaning you're getting a master's in the business. You've already kind of mastered and understood social media, right? You have the consistency in it. So I guess my question to you is, why would you? I would love for you to work for me. That's great. But why would you want to do that when you could continue building something of your own? It's great. I could be the selfish, yeah, come work for me. But just when I first met you, it's why are you not doing more? Because you have what it takes to do it. You've already proven that to yourself in all these respects. The fact that you've gone all the way through school, the fact that you've been able to accomplish this on Instagram and on social media without being here's my asshole in every photo.
Here's my ass.
It's fine, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's
but
fine.
it's just you haven't done that. So you've mastered both these things pretty well, pretty quickly. Why would you not just kind of continue to build out things for yourself?
And that's what I'm going to do in the meantime of me finishing my master's, and see how that goes. Because someone like you who's created a brand or whatever is great, and you have longevity in the industry. But if you're just a content creator on social media, there is not much longevity. Yeah. For how long are you going to be posting fitness content? You know what I mean?
I did it for fucking...
Yes, but you also have a brand. You have gyms.
Yeah, but I just made it. I just made them. I just was hey, I'm doing this. And I did it. And I worried if it was going to work or not. And I was fearful about failing, and I just did it. It's not no one was hey, yo, bro, here's the fucking blueprint. This is what you're going to do on this day.
Yeah, here's the gym. Here are the keys.
Yeah, I just did it. And I fucking was risking shit. And I was dude, if I fail, this is going to suck. But I'm here just because I did it. So that's my question to you is you've already...
I'm not that ballsy. I'm not.
Really?
I'm so I'm not that ballsy.
It's so interesting.
Even when it comes to like, I want to invest my money and I'm like, I can't. That's too risky. I'm like better in savings.
This is something you got to improve on.
That's just like how I am.
Oh man, there's so much we could talk about with that. Like your money and savings right now is just like, it's like really going down. Like if it's like $100,000, it's not worth that. We're just being honest. Money's only good in motion. This kind of money, not that like you need to just throw it all away, but there are things you got to invest in.
Well,
sure.
I want to like maybe,
buy a house.
And in the next year. Just hoping.
Dude, that's huge.
I'm hoping, but I also don't have many expenses. I live at home right now.
Yeah. I know.
I don't buy any of my gym clothes. Thank you, Rog. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I spend my money on is gas and food, but I don't have many expenses. Like I'm so fortunate to live with my mom and she pays
So
my
what do you do with your money?
phone bill. I save it in the
Yeah.
bank.
You gotta get more interesting with your investments for sure. Cause that money is like I do. If you're saving it for like the big nut of like, okay, I'm gonna get a mortgage and then get a house, perfect. But after that, you don't want money to just sit there.
I know, but I'm just not like, I'm not ballsy and I'm not educated enough to invest it.
I'll help you.
Do you have Robinhood?
Yeah, but Robinhood is not the app.
Oh, I heard that's the starter one.
No, it's the one that sucks because like if you buy on it, then like they actually own your assets and you have to like sell and buy through them. It's kind of shitty.
Oh,
it's a weird thing.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Okay.
You'd want to buy it on like a different platform if you're talking about like investing in stocks or crypto. I'm not trying to make this a shit on Robinhood thing.
No,
because I started on Robinhood, but I was like, you don't actually
and
own
then you
it.
grow up a little bit.
Then you
grow up.
Then you realize like, wait a sec, I can't actually transfer this shit the way I want to.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, that's stupid. So, big picture though, back to what I was saying. If you've gotten so good at those things, and you've mastered those things, the social media, like fucking seemingly life in general and how you want to move, then why would you not like take more risks in directions that you want to go in? Like, if you would go like, say, work for me in a company, why not be like, oh, I also think about maybe building my own? Because aren't you doing something like that?
I am. I'm trying to do my own clothing. We'll
Yes.
see how it goes. I really love the shirts.
Yeah.
I think you love the shirts too.
No, they're great. But why do you think, why do you like, I don't know. It's so weird.
But it's risky and it's a lot.
Yeah, but
it's a lot.
But hold on, this is what I'm saying. So is doing what you've already done. The social media, you've proven you could do it. The school, you've proven you could do it. Like, you're not the kind of person. Yeah, risks are risks, but you're the kind of person that like you perform because you like, I don't know, you're just that human.
Yeah.
You just do it. Like I'm telling you, the number one thing I noticed about why you have success on social media, it's not just your personality, not just your looks, but it's because you're so fucking consistent. And that's the most important thing in all of this in success.
I make it a checklist. Literally every day I have the minimum things. Like YouTube shorts, I have to post 3 of them, 2 or 3 YouTube shorts a day.
Yeah.
I have to post 120 snaps a day. I have to post up an Instagram picture at least every other day, depending if I have the content or not, 9 a.m. But I try to like make it a checklist. And then for me, when I do it like that, it becomes routine.
But this is what I'm saying that I find so interesting is like, that's how you succeed at anything.
Yeah.
Like if you were like, I want to learn how to be better at investing, you just go like the same concept and just include it in what you're doing.
I know.
And if you want to be better at what you want to build a business, it's just the same thing. You just learn things.
That is
over
all
time.
it takes. You're right.
So that's why I'm so curious. Like, why does your mind go work for someone else?
For me, I've always been the type that it's like, I want to do the bare minimum, but as best as I can to get by.
That's so interesting.
But also be successful. Like in school, I graduated with my bachelor's with summa cum laude honors, which is like the highest honors you can get. I had a 3.95 GPA.
Nerd.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But anyways, what I'm saying is I got A's in all my classes, but with minimum effort. Like whether it was, using Quizlet or whether it was
What the fuck is Quizlet? That's a cheater thing?
Did you hear this, man? What the fuck is Quizlet?
I'm fucking 33. I'm about to be 34 years old.
You guys know what Quizlet is, right?
School's for fucking losers, man. Quizlet? Yeah, we didn't have that. When I was going to school, it was like, fucking read this book.
They'll know what Quizlet is.
Yeah, because they're fucking 23.
No, the audience.
Quizlet's like cheating.
Yeah, it's like you're a cheater.
Okay, let's not.
I cheated the old-fashioned way. I looked at people next to me. I sat. I knew. You know what? Matter of fact, this makes sense. Motherfuckers back in the day, they had to be more resourceful because they had to figure out who the smart kid was. Then they had to be like, "Yo, what's good, bro?" And then they had to sit next to him and be like,
Finesse.
"Got you."
Yeah.
You see, you just were like the Quizlet.
You're good.
I'm gonna go pee real quick, and then we're gonna talk more about this. This is a very important topic. Okay. All right, guys. Shout out to one of our sponsors, Green Chef. Now, check this out. If you're like me and you do not like going to the grocery store and picking the things that you're like, yo, okay, I need this, I need this, I need this to cook this meal, Green Chef has got your back. Super simple, tons of variety, very, very convenient. All you have to do is literally like pick the meal plan you kind of want. There's like keto, there's vegan, there's all different kinds of styles, clean, everything where like that you could want for your diet. Now, the cool thing about it is it basically takes all the guesswork out of the shopping. So you could pick, okay, I want this meal plan. I want my meal plan like this, this, or this. And they basically send you all the ingredients. So it makes like that portion of it, which for me is huge because I don't like going and having a list and going to the store and being like, okay, I need to buy this, buy this, buy this, and this. It's literally just guesswork taken out of it for you, all sent to you. You just open it up, get it done, easy, right? This is probably the easiest way if you're going to cook and meal prep your food. Now, the cool thing about this too, right now, basically, they've added so many options on Green Chef where basically what you can do is you can pick even to have like a keto variety type meal. You could have vegan variety type meal. You could have just regular like classic clean eating variety type meal. And you could even do it where you could do it throughout the day. Like if I wanted one vegan meal throughout the day, I could say, okay, I want this meal to be like this. I want this meal, my dinner to be, let's say low in carbs, or I want my breakfast meal to be high in carbs, something like that. So there's a ton of customization. It's really easy service, easy to use. greenchef.com/rawtalk60 to get 60% off when you use code rawtalk60. Again, that's greenchef.com/rawtalk60. You get 60% off when you use code rawtalk60 and free shipping. So give it a shot. Super easy, super convenient. Let's get back into this podcast. Okay, so Chat GPT. What the fuck what was that?
Snapchat.
You're literally okay. She's literally Snapchatting the bot. Okay,
No, I'm kidding.
Which I probably should be doing because Snapchat is the best fucking app on the planet. Anyways, I love that. I know we talked about it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. Snapchat, you're the best.
It's crazy.
Everyone download Snapchat right now. This is 100% not really sponsored, not an ad, just truth.
It's not sponsored, yeah.
Not at all. I just actually love it. Anyway, so Chat GPT, what you asked it to answer questions for you?
Yes.
Like if I was like solve this this crazy business problem, would it be able to just do it?
Yes.
What can't it do?
It can do everything. It's insane. It's actually crazy. Like when we're done with this, you need to log on and like write it a prompt for it to solve and do, and it will do it.
But I feel like every time someone does this, we're like making it smarter, and eventually it's going to take over. Because they were saying, did you see the thing? It was like Elon Musk and all these like top like tech people were like, yo, we got to slow down on like this side of AI. I don't know if it's Chat GPT, but some other side of AI that's like, I don't know, too smart.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like it's going to be dire for us.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of anything like that? You just like, fuck it.
No, because social media will always be a thing.
No, social media has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying I'm not worried because like our jobs are secure.
It's not even our jobs. I'm talking about like our lives, dude.
Oh, I thought you meant like it might get people out of a job.
No, I'm talking about just like end up being like, the Terminator. Do you ever seen the Terminator? Like Skynet?
No.
Like taking over?
No, but I get what you're saying because
like the end of the world.
Like at
shit.
restaurants, instead of waiters, there's those like the electric carts that bring your food.
I'm not talking about.
That's freaky,
I'm not talking about.
actually.
Well, that's a real thing. It's gonna happen. People are gonna lose their jobs. They're gonna be fucked.
That part's it's gonna be sad.
For sure, but I'm talking about like way past that part where it's like we're replacing humans because they're like, we replaced all these workers. Now we're just gonna replace the people, and then they're just bad. They're going bad on us. You ever think about that?
No, I try not to actually.
Yeah, I've seen too many movies.
Yeah.
Way too many movies.
I try not to think about that.
Anyways, fuck it. It is what it is. Let's get back to social media. How the fuck did you actually get 1 million followers in a year? Besides, no, not
Besides what?
Not good.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna joke with you.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna joke.
Please tell the people.
Clout chasing.
Oh my fucking.
Being for the team.
Okay,
which you're not. We'll stop right there.
Even Sylvie was like, that was not right. I'm not for the team.
I'm only saying that because those are the comments, and I know those are comments that bug you.
You're probably the commenter. You're the one commenting those.
I'm
shit.
Chat GPT, and I'm like, yo guys, everyone
Yo
says
guys.
she's for the team. But this is I wanted to talk about this because this is something that I know I've talked to you off camera. It does kind of bother you a little bit.
I don't take anything to heart. It's not like I will ever ruin my day over like social media or the comments that are said.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I see the for the team comments on my TikTok, it kind of like.
Well, this is the thing.
It's a slap in the face.
Yeah. But the reason why I think it happens is because like you are such a bro, like you're such a homie, like with everyone. I think that, you're like demeanor comes across like maybe you're flirty because you're nice, because you're talkative, because like you're charismatic. And I think that's just a common thing that happens. Like, because
I think you're right.
Because most girls, I guess, when I look into like social media girls, like either like you look at them, you're like, oh damn, they're super hot, or like they're funny. You have this like weird in between.
Yeah.
Where like you're not really funny, you're not super hot. It's like, but you're like both.
You're kind of ugly. You're not really that
I'm fucking
funny.
with you. I'm fucking with you. No, but
I'm
you
kidding. I know
play
what you
that
mean.
you play that line, and you're like, just because like it is actually your personality, and I think that's why, like, because you're friendly to everyone, that they go, she's for the team.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting thing because I know you personally. and
How
you're
I
so-
am on camera is the same as I am off camera. I think
Yeah.
I'm the same energy. Like,
Yeah, I think I wonder why it translates so much to the people saying like, or maybe they just want to hate on you
yeah.
because they like you. You know, they say there's a thin line between love and hate. Very thin line. And I have a lot of love
Hate
and hate.
for me.
No, just in general.
Just in general.
No,
okay.
you got a lot of love.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No, I have. Why would I have hate for you?
I don't know.
We make the best content.
I
Honestly.
think we do.
Yeah. Everyone thinks we're in love.
Yeah, everyone does think that.
Why do you think they think that?
I think it's because we joke around and make like the same thing you were saying, like friendly banter, whatever it may be, and they're like, oh, they're in love.
We both have the same like shitty, sarcastic humor.
I think we're very similar in that aspect.
Yeah, I think that's why.
And I think we're both just like kind of not obnoxious, but like loud
Yeah.
and just like
Obnoxious.
and like hit
Yeah.
heads, and then like it's caught on camera, and they're like, oh my god, like they're so in love.
Yeah. It's funny because it's like, it's very candid. Like it's very improv.
It is. It's
None
of it's scripted. It's just like you turn the camera on and it starts going.
I saw one the other day where we were outside of the gym. It was on Best of Bradley Martyn. Shout out my boy. Again, the greatest Instagram and TikTok account. Anyways, and we were outside of the gym, and I don't even know how we did this because you were talking some shit to your YouTube guy.
Yeah.
And then it was this thing where you were like, oh, you were like, what would you do if a girl ever proposed to you?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I'd
asked you.
probably say no. And it was just, I remember thinking about this moment because like I watched that clip and I was like, whoa, this shit was funny.
Yeah, like
And
I was like, oh, never mind then.
And we made it so awkward. And I feel like it was funny because I'm looking at it as a viewer and I was like, well, this is funny because the awkwardness was funny.
Funny, yeah.
And then when I was doing it, we didn't plan it. We didn't even think of it. We just was like this.
Yeah, it's like for us, it's just like the one take,
It's
and it's
weird.
like, and then it gets chopped up and it gets super fucking funny.
But like, why? Like, how does that happen? Do you think you're just like born to like, or like you like an actor or something?
I don't think I'm an actor, but I think that I just have high energy. Like I'm just energetic.
But that's not why. That's not why you're able to have like, because I've done improv stuff for like years
Yeah.
on social media and YouTube. And like with the Dom Mazzetti character, like all the content I did with him was all improv. Like we'd have a concept and then I'd play this like character. With you, you've been on social media for like literally a little more than a year, and YouTube for even less than that.
Yeah.
But you have this like natural sense of comedy and this natural sense of like being able to read the situation.
Yeah, I try to be aware of what's going on around me and how I can adapt to it, because the funniest people that I watch, like the most content that I enjoy is like funny people on social media, whether that's like Gideon or like Danny Duncan, like that type of like, you know, they fuck with you and like
Love
they're
those
just
guys, yeah.
funny. I think that's the best type of content, the best type of content to watch.
So is that how you develop some of like your I guess your, I don't want to say character, but like some of your IQ in regards to how you make content, like from watching other people's content?
I think so, but I think that's also just how I am. Like I was saying, like on camera, off camera, I still fuck with people and I still like do the banter, whether the camera's on or not. The camera just gives me a little bit more of an excuse to do it.
Yeah, so you've always kind of been that way.
Yeah.
It's just interesting because I noticed with you, and that's why I like filming with you, because it's so simple. It's like show up and like have literally zero plan and like, but have like at least a few dope pieces of content.
Yeah. You don't really have to plan beforehand, but the same goes with you. I'm like, as long as Brad's there, it'll be good content.
Well, but that's the thing that's interesting to me is that I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
You haven't. So when I look at you, I'm like, damn, the chick, like she could really fucking, you're going places, kid.
I'm like people comment on my shit, mini Bradley Martyn.
Yeah, it's because you're fucking hated.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're hated, dude. No, you're really loved. But no, so this is interesting. Like the idea, this idea of you said it, the way you are off camera is the same kind of way and style you are kind of like on camera, right?
And I think that's the only way someone can be successful is if you want to do social media or whatever it is, but you do it off camera and on camera. Like Jacob edits off camera and on camera. If he were to do that, he could implement that every day because that's his life.
Yes. So I had the same conversation when we did the Full Send Pod with Chris Bumstead, and I've had this conversation with tons of really successful people. But the people who are greatest at things, the things that like are outward reflecting, I was like, oh, that guy's so good at this, or oh, that girl's so good at that, are people who really do these things because they really love them. Like Jacob has been editing and like doing this shit, and he actually like enjoys the whole process. So then obviously he does it for a job. He's taking more care in it. Yeah. You do this, you like, this is who you are on or off camera. So when you're like performing, it's like seamless and simple. Yeah. Chris was talking about in relationship to like bodybuilding. He loved it. He enjoyed it so much after he found sports. He's like, whoa, I like this bodybuilding shit. I want to continue to be competitive. Like he has that mentality. The people who are really successful at the things they do are very successful because like it really means something to them because it's like also who they are. Yeah. Like versus a lot of people get into things because they see someone else do it and they go, I want to be successful too. Let me almost pretend like I like this shit. Yeah. Then it never works. There's no longevity in that. Yeah. Because you'd be working out if the camera wasn't there or so your following wasn't there. You'd still be working out. Same goes with me. Oh yeah. I mean, before this shit existed, that's what I did. Like, it wasn't like something that I was like, oh, I can be famous on social media. I was just working out and it was my life. And I was a trainer. And I was like, oh, this new app looks cool. Cause I was always trying to figure out how to like live on the internet because I wanted to, I've told the story before, but because I wanted to be able to play video games and like stay at home and work out. Yeah. That was my like typical gym bro idea. Yeah. I was like, I got out of sports and I was like, I love working out. I love playing video games. I want to be able to be at home as much as possible, like with my dogs and like be able to work out and eat and play video. And that was my like, how do I figure out stay at home fucking scumbag? And I was like, how do I figure this out? And then the internet started, I'm like reading about like these things coming out. And then, you know, being the fucking old man that I am, 2011, end of 2010. Yeah, it's crazy. I was just found the app because I was like constantly looking on the app store to find apps to figure out like, because I tried Twitter and I was like, I don't know how to do this shit. Really like Twitter. And they're like, social media is going to change the world. They were talking back then about e-commerce and all this shit, which now we know is your whole life is different because of it. Yeah. My life as well, obviously. But yeah, I always like, I had like weird motivations was like to do the things that I loved. If I remember this, I think about this too. If streaming was a thing then, I probably would have just been like, not even fuck the gym because I still would have worked out. Yeah. But I would have been like Tyler. You know who Tyler One is? He's a streamer who he also is like a gym bro, like super jacked and strong. That's what I probably would have done. I probably would have been a streamer. Because I was such a nerd playing video games. But didn't you try streaming like last year for a while? Yeah, but so last year for a while, I'm so involved in this stuff. Yeah. I'm talking about back then. Back then. Okay. Before this stuff existed. Yeah. Before I was like, oh, I have all these things to deal with. Back then I was just a huge nerd. Gotcha. I would work out and I would play video games. Probably the equal amount. That's crazy. Actually, more video games. Way more video games. But like my focus was those two things and then like eating food. And what I'm saying is back then, if streaming was a thing, because like the circumstances that I was in as far as the video games I was playing, I was like really like high level in those fucking video games, like World of Warcraft at the time, but streaming wasn't a thing that people were doing. Yeah. So sooner or later, I was destined to be a fucking internet icon, an internet nerd. Okay. Yeah. Hate it or love it. But anyways, this is to you, right? Like when you were doing this, you know, social media grind at any point over the last like year and a half, which is so crazy to think you did it in like a little over a year. Did you ever want to quit? No. Not yet. They never got to you? No, not to that extent. Because what I think of it is it's a job. It's monetized for me. I make money from it. It's a job. You're never going to 100% love any job. You know, with whatever job it is, even if I was sitting at an office from 9 to 5, there would be shit that would bother me. Or someone would get on my nerves, or I'd bump heads with someone, or whatever it may be. So you don't believe the typical, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life? Oh my God, no. Yeah. I don't believe that. I know, it's pretty funny. Because this is like the ideal, like 2 years ago, I'd be like, oh my God, these people on social media, like making TikToks, whatever it may be, like they're so lucky. This is such a good, easy job, which in comparison, it is relatively easy. I'm not going to say this is as hard as blah, blah, blah. Depending how serious you take it. Yes. But it's still a job. Yeah.
Like there will be times that, and for me, I think it's a little bit harder because I'm also doing school at the same time. So many times I'm like, I can't hang out or I can't do this. I have to do X, Y, and Z. Or I have to do school or I have to like post this or I have to edit this or.
Yeah. It's all just different perspective. I always say like, you know, if you love, like the only way you could like, you know, never work is if you didn't pay taxes.
True.
You know, if at the end of the year it didn't come and the government was like, let me fuck you.
Did you do your taxes this year?
Of course, man.
Yeah.
Let's.
Have you ever gotten audited?
No.
You haven't? Knock
No.
on wood.
No, I pay my taxes. I wouldn't get audited.
No, but it's random. They say at
Okay,
least
well,
once
let's not put it out there. Jesus Christ, our phones are listening. Chat GPT, dude. They're gonna fucking next thing
I'm
you know.
saying it's completely random.
Okay, well, let's like stop talking about
Okay,
this so
jeez.
they don't like completely randomly directly select this podcast and then
Stop. You're freaking me out.
they're gonna come for you too now.
Okay.
Better
bleep
put
this
your
out
phone in
here.
airplane mode, which I don't even know if that matters, but
No, they probably still listen.
holy shit, dude. That's such a crazy concept. The internet.
That you talk about something and then it's on your Instagram ads.
God, dude. They're stalking us. What do you think? We got to talk about this then. The TikTok ban and all this, like this, what is it? Reform Act or whatever the fucking thing is. Have you seen about that? What do you know
I
about
have seen
it?
about it, but I can't say what I've seen is legit because I've seen it only on social media. I need to actually look at it.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'll tell you. So then give you.
Okay,
I want
thank
your
you.
opinion on it. Yeah, I got you. I read stuff. So it's a outwardly like a ban on TikTok, but inwardly it's also like a
restraint on e-commerce and stuff, right?
in a kind of invasion of privacy.
Okay.
Where like they're also gaining access to like people's fucking home cameras and basically like they were like submitting to essentially the government spying on us and not being able to use, in this case, foreign adversaries platforms, being this one being TikTok, but then that also foreign adversaries being able to like change however they see fit whenever they see fit. If they were like, you know, tomorrow Puerto Rico is, you know, or no, obviously not Puerto Rico, but like fucking Brazil was a foreign adversary, and any app or any platform from them we couldn't use. Like it's a crazy concept saying that like you basically now we're kind of like they're starting to try to get more control on social media.
Yeah.
And also have the right to like go into our lives and into our cameras and and like outwardly like, hey, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy part about this like TikTok ban thing, that if it gets passed, it's also being passed along with all this other like pretty much invasion of privacy.
Do you think it will get passed?
I mean,
When's the date for it or whatever?
I don't know the exact date, but I hope it doesn't get passed because for sure TikTok's gone, right? Because it's a foreign adversary.
Fuck TikTok.
Fuck TikTok. Snapchat.
No, but
let's go.
No, but all the other things in that in the act are scary.
Yeah, really scary.
But I think a lot of people are focusing on like, oh my god, it's gonna ban TikTok because that's what is all over social media. Just the TikTok portion of it, not like all the other behind the scenes stuff you just mentioned.
Well, yeah, you know, it's interesting too how they're able to. I mean, it's just such a weird thing because they framed this TikTok thing, and you know, obviously I don't know enough about all of this stuff to really like speak on it, but I'm gonna fucking speak on it regardless. Like it's just a funny thing where they start to convince people that like, oh, China's spying on you, so we got to stop this.
Yeah.
Not that that's a good thing and that we want that, but at the same time, like all these other apps are not necessarily Chinese owned, but like they're also all spying on us.
Yeah.
So it's like obviously we could say, oh, we don't want China to spy on us, but our own government does anyways.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like it's just a weird time. It's honestly one of the weirdest
It's
times
weird.
ever. And like there's so much shit that's changing and shifting. Do you ever get afraid for your future? Or like, do you want kids? Like, do you want to like, you know, I can't say you're going to have kids in the next, you know, year or so,
No,
but
I do want kids, I think eventually.
yeah.
I just don't think about it right now.
Yeah.
But I would want kids. Like I'd want 2 kids.
But are you afraid of any of like, cause this shit's, I don't know.
I
don't-
know, and I understand what you're saying 100%. I'm just not the type that thinks that far into the future.
That's probably really good.
I never do. I'm not an overthinker, and I think it's bad that I don't think that far ahead. But I think just far enough ahead as I have to, like maybe a year at most. But I don't think about
I think you
anything
put a time on that. A year?
a year at most. Yeah.
That's so funny.
But I don't see things change. Like, I mean, I'm sure things will change, but I just don't think about it.
Yeah. It's just interesting because it's like, I understand that mentality. I think it's like it's easy to think that, and then next thing you know, it's like when it's finally really changing and it's affecting you, then you're like, wait a sec. But
I
then
should
at
have
that
probably
point,
thought about this sooner.
yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, this whole TikTok thing, I just think it's an interesting. I don't know, man. It feels like it's like every year, every
There's
2 years,
something.
there's some new thing. They're creeping closer with like control, the government control and taking.
It is scary.
But you don't give a fuck.
But I don't.
You're just like, I'm just gonna post on social media, go to fucking 2 mil, finish my masters,
2 mil, baby.
2 mil on the way, post on Snapchat. Simple life.
Yeah, no, but it's wrong to have the mindset I do have. It's not
wrong.
Like thinking such short term, but I feel like maybe a lot of people think that way.
Short term.
Yeah.
Yeah, but being short term is not necessarily a bad thing. Because like sometimes people like me or people that just think too far, you're fucking, because you're thinking so far about where it might go.
You think too far. I think
too
too short. I think that there's a fine
definitely a balance.
mix.
Because like I'll probably create some like, anxiety around the future.
Yeah, you overthink to the max. I'm a very low anxiety person. I don't have anxiety. Sure, sometimes I like overthink it for half a second, but then I'm like, fuck it.
Half a second.
Yeah.
Fuck, what a beautiful life. That's a beautiful life, man.
No, but then some shit happens and I'm like, I wish I would have thought more about this before it happened.
Yes, but I don't know. I think your way is better though, because it's like, then you could live more in the moment in regards to like all the things you're doing and trying to accomplish instead of like the worry of the future. Because yeah, it is good to think about, I got to worry about this, worry about that. But there are some things that like you literally just can't control and make your way.
Yeah.
So the way that you're doing is actually like really beneficial.
Yeah.
Super beneficial.
I think so, because like I've seen girls like or guys too, like they want to post something and they think like 30, 45 minutes about what they're going to post, what the caption's going to be. Relating this back to social media, but I'm saying like I always like good enough, like throw it up.
And it's interesting because then obviously you have success.
Yeah,
because you're not hesitant.
Try not to like. I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. I'm like, okay, it's good enough. Like I like it, hopefully.
And I'm the opposite, even though I've been doing
oh my
this for
god,
so many
I know.
years.
I've seen you. You're like, is this good? Is this good? Like, should I the caption?
And I know, so I don't even post.
Yeah, I know.
These guys rag on me all the time. I just don't even post shit.
He has unlimited content and he doesn't post.
Since like fucking October.
Yeah, and it's because you overthink.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's
It's really bad. It's honestly a really bad thing. But yeah, there's no but here. It's
No,
just a
there's
bad.
no but.
It's just a bad thing.
You overthink to the max.
Yeah,
To the
I
max.
have a problem for sure. A lot of them.
It's okay.
Which is why I go to the gym. Why did you get involved in the gym in the first place? Because you love the gym, obviously. It's clear.
I love the gym. Regardless, I think I'll be working out for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it was
if
clear.
I'm-
When I first found you, regardless of social media, it was clear you did the gym for real.
Yeah. It's the like 2 hours of the day that I know I can be happy.
Why the other hours you can't be happy?
No, this is like guaranteed happiness.
I like how serious you were about that.
I'm serious. I am.
This
like,
is guaranteed.
I know the
happiness.
people. Like I'll like the people that are at the gym. Like I'll make short like conversation. It's my 2 hours of social hour as well.
Yeah.
You get out. You talk to people.
When did you realize that? How old were you?
Well, I've only been working out for 2 years. I started April of 2021.
It's actually kind of insane.
Yeah, but
Like-
I'm a different person. Like I feel like if you knew me before April of 2021 and you know me now, you're gonna be like, wow, so much more self-worth.
What was
Like she
what,
grew up a little bit.
what was so different though?
I think I was just so insecure
About what?
about everything, about how I looked, about like everything about myself.
Like what?
Like the banter and stuff I make now, I would not have had the balls to like, be extroverted enough to say how I think in a group setting.
Why?
Because my self-confidence was so shit. But I didn't realize it at the time until I look back and I'm like, wow, that's like, I look for pictures or videos to make like a transformation or whatever video. And I'm like, I hid my body under like big ass sweatshirts, baggy jeans, whatever it may be, because I didn't like the way I looked.
Why did you want to change it? Like, was the gym you trying to change it, or like
The gym was me trying to change it. The gym, I wanted to. My brother would always like measure his food or whatever it may be, like down to the Graham.
So your brother was in the gym before you?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
And then I'd always see him, like, he'd go to Costco every week, spend $300 and, like, measure his foods. And he loved his lifestyle at the time. Like, he loved it. And I was like, that's kind of appealing to me. I just sit in my room and I get, like, a McDonald's burger and a McDonald's Coke and I call it a day.
Damn, so you were full on scumbag before this?
Scumbag. I think I was just down bad.
Yeah, scumbag.
Yeah,
I mean, I
scumbag.
don't mean it literally,
No,
obviously.
Yeah.
But like,
I was.
getting McDonald's in your room is like, dude.
Yeah, I knew.
At least eat it on the way home from McDonald's.
You're
before
right.
You get
Yeah.
home.
No.
Like to bring it into your room is like kind of sad.
In my room with the lights off.
Oh fuck. I called you once and it was like 7:00 and you were like, I'm going to sleep, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, but that's when I was like, muscle grows in your sleep.
I was like, dude, this chick's a psychopath.
Yeah, no,
7:00 with a cat.
Yeah,
I was like, she's insane. You're
Yes,
in
but
bed, you're
now-
laying down. I was like, what? Are you sleeping?
Now I do it in better spirit. Like, I'm happy doing it now. Then I was like, I have nothing to do. I might as well sleep. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I do it in better. I have better intentions. Then I was like, my life sucks.
Do you think you just got to that point just because because you didn't have the gym, or you got there because like of other things in your life that were happening? Like, how did you get to the point where you're like, I'm a shithead eating McDonald's?
I think I felt I got in a cycle of just school. Maybe I'd see my friends, maybe I wouldn't. I was barely eating. It was just so unfulfilling. Everything was unfulfilling. I'd hang out with my friends and I'd come back home and I'd be like, that fucking sucked. Like, I was with people, but I felt alone.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be with 10 people, like 10 girls. And I'd come home and I was like, wow, like, at least I wasn't physically alone, but I felt alone.
Is it just how you always felt growing up, or like did that start to happen as you got a little bit older?
I think it was just like a year funk for me as I got older.
What spawned it? Like, what started it? Just life, just growing up?
Yeah, I can't pinpoint exactly what it was, but I just remember a time where I'd eat like $1 burger from McDonald's and one Coke, and that'd be my entire food for the 24-hour period. And I would so much value that drive to McDonald's because I'd be like alone playing music. Like, it was nighttime. I'd get the food, go back to my room, turn the lights off, eat it. Same rotation every day for a while.
And then like school and other bullshit.
Other bullshit that like was so unfulfilling.
So then why were you like, your brother was cooking the food or making the food and you're like, maybe I'll try that?
And I kind of like resented how like happy he was in his lifestyle. And I was like, if he can do it, like I can do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to Costco, buy some salmon and rice. And then bought that. And then my mom would cook it for me. Obviously, I can't cook. My mom would cook it for me. Like, it got to the point that when I was under eating, she was like, Sarah, we need to go to the doctor. Like, you are not eating.
How skinny were you?
I was 100 pounds.
Holy
5'5",
shit.
100 pounds. Which for me, growing up, I was never like, I'm not meant to be skinny.
It's weird.
Like, my body type.
Because you have really good genetics. Like,
I do have, yeah.
It's not normal to work out for a year and be like kind of jacked.
Yeah.
For girls and for most guys too as well.
But I think it was because like my starting point was malnourished. Like, literally eating disorder was my starting point where I wasn't feeding my body anything sustainable. So till I started giving it protein, carbs, whatever.
That's probably also why you felt shitty too.
Yeah, 100%.
Without
You're
really
right.
understanding, I think a lot of people don't realize that like they feel bad because of their diet.
Yes.
And I don't think they realize or understand that at all.
No.
Where like
don't.
that was just making your situation mentally
Worse.
way worse.
It was 100%.
And then you fix that and then it changes everything in you.
It changes everything. And I think the most valuable thing someone can do is realize their own self-worth, because then it'll change the way you allow people to treat you and how you treat yourself.
Yeah.
Like, your own self-worth dictates everything in your life.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the interesting thing about fucking everything in life, period, is like even relationships, people that you like allow in your life is a reflection of self. Like, everything is just kind of like showing you
How you let people fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of it.
So growing up, you always had a good relationship with your mother?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love her. Yeah, we were always like not the type that you'd tell her like secrets to, maybe, but the type that she was always there for you. Not like
what secrets do you keep from your
not
mom?
secrets, but I'm saying like you don't have to disclose like
Your steroid usage. You were like, I'm not going to tell her about
like
this.
Mom, like, sure, you found Anavar, not mine.
Not mine. It's like
I'm kidding.
probably bros, you know, like.
No, I'm kidding. I don't do steroids, but like I wouldn't tell her like secrets or like bits and pieces about my life. but like she was still there for me.
What about now? Do you think you talk to her more about your life than you
Yeah, I
did then?
talk to her more about my life now, I think. But I think
Yeah.
it's also because now I'm at the point where I'm not as scared because what is she going to do? I'm 22.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, I still do live at home. Like she could totally
She still
kick me
cooks
out.
your food.
Huh?
She still cooks
Okay,
your
why we got to say that on camera?
I mean, you said it moments ago, but I'm just
But that
saying
was
it.
like years. Yeah, okay, yeah, she does cook my food. But I'm
So
totally
you're
grateful.
pretty much fucked without her.
I am fucked without her.
Damn.
I am.
When are you going to learn how to cook?
It's not in the cards for me. I'm not going to learn how to cook. I'm not going to learn how to clean. I am sorry.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's tough.
I'm hoping that, my partner would do that for me.
Yeah. So you're going to date
I'm okay. The norms don't have to be there. I'll be the
So you're
breadwinner.
going to date a girl.
Didn't say I'm going to date a girl.
Okay. Well, you said two things that just referenced dating a girl.
No, I'm just
I'm going to sound really insensitive right now, but I don't care.
guys I'm sure can cook and clean and they'd
Like
love
three of
to.
them.
Huh?
Like 3 of them.
No, and they would love to not work and I'll just bring home the money and they can cook. I'm
Wow,
kidding.
you want a stay-at-home dad? That's kind of dope. You can be like a sugar mama?
Yeah.
Damn.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
I know how to
scratch
cook.
all that. No, you can't cook. That's
no,
bullshit.
No, I actually can't really cook. I don't like to cook. I can't cook.
Yeah, for me it's just time consuming. I could do better things with my time than cook.
Like what?
Hmm?
Like what?
Lay in bed.
Yo, with your cat at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the rest of your childhood. Let's talk about the rest of your life.
Okay. What else?
What's going on with your dad?
My dad passed away when I was younger.
Yeah.
I was like 5 and we were out of the country. We were in Germany at the time and he passed away.
How did he pass away?
Heart attack.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were in Germany?
Yeah, we were visiting my mom's, my mom's sister, and he was a professor at a college, so he had to stay back home, and yeah.
So obviously you didn't get much time.
No, I was too young, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
How has that affected I don't know, your life, the direction of your life? Do you think it has?
I think it has.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it has. I always assume people are temporary.
Yeah. That's a real one. I relate to that heavily. That everything is temporary.
It is.
That's the thing. But I guess I understand in that sense of the idea of love or a person that you love or, not being in your life forever. It's just really, I was actually talking to Jake about this. I'm driving back from fucking Vegas, going through my own shit, but it is actually, I don't know, somewhat soothing to know that just everything is temporary. Not that you just treat people or treat things like it doesn't matter, but I know how hard it is to feel it's, I don't know, it's hard to involve more people because it's funny when I think about you now, what I know about you, you definitely keep to yourself.
Yeah, I do.
A lot like me. Because maybe, are you afraid of bringing people close to you?
I don't think I'm afraid of that, but I think I definitely have walls built up.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just the idea of death or whatever, scares me. I remember once we talked about it and you're as you grow up, you become to be more content with it. Maybe you're more okay, but I just don't see that for me.
Yeah. I didn't when I was your age. And I still really am fearful of it, but it's over the last 3 years, it's really subsided. It's really changed for me. I mean, the stuff that I've done to work on it, therapy, there's other things I've done to try to fix it, my relationship to it. But I think, that spawned for me. My dad took his life when I was 6, not a heart attack. But different circumstances, regardless, the same idea came out of where I was I was always kind of afraid to bring someone close to me. And then I would always kind of sabotage the love and the relationships in my life that I did have because I was just afraid of it leaving. So that almost my control and, I can get ahead of that and I'd be the one making it leave instead of it leaving me.
Yeah, you're the one in power kind of.
Which was so crazy because what I wanted at the end of the day was just to have a good, strong relationship with a person. Doesn't matter.
But you self-sabotage.
Yeah, I self-sabotage shit. Do you find yourself doing that in relationships or things?
I think I am. I think I do set myself up for self-sabotage. a lot.
But in what like friend? Because I never noticed that. Like, because with me, you're actually a really good friend. Like, I can call you up. And
I
talk
think
about
I am
whatever.
a better friend than I am a partner.
Got it.
I think I am. But I think there's like such a big difference between being someone's like friend and being someone's,
For sure.
like, the other emotions that come involved,
A
like,
lot.
get the best of me.
Yeah.
Like, I can be not like, I feel like I'm a very like logical, grounded person, but when other feelings come involved, I'm not logical. I'm not grounded. I'm extreme.
You're
But
talking about love.
yeah, but also I think it is with me with love, not necessarily in a relationship that like an intimate relationship, but love in general, like how I am with my mom. Like, I can be like spiteful, or I can be aggressive, or like,
Yeah.
but it's just, and it sounds shitty. It sounds so shitty because she does the most for me and has done the most for me.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, sometimes like I have a short fuse or whatever it may be with my mom, but with my best friend or whatever, I have the most amount of patience.
It's
And
interesting.
it shouldn't be like that. I should have the most amount of patience for my mom.
Do you think it's just because of the level of love? It's like, is it? I don't know. Is it?
Maybe it's the level of love, or maybe it's just you get comfortable with someone and you think that however you are or whatever you say is okay because there's unconditional love both ways.
Have you shifted that part of you? Like, because like realizing it's obviously an important part of it, but have you shifted that at all in your relationship with your mom?
Work in progress.
Yeah. I wish your mom was here right now to give us
She's
that
so
answer.
sweet.
She's very sweet.
She's so freaking nice. Like, the whole time growing up, my dad passed away, like, 17 years ago? Not once did she go on another date with a man.
That's fucking like loyalty to the max.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn. It's in your blood. You're loyal. You're a real one. Not a lot of real ones out there. Not a lot.
No, she's the type of mom that, like, we have a 2-car garage, and she lets my brother and I park in the garage when she's a 60-year-old woman, and she'll park across the street and walk because she wants to make sure my brother and I got in safe.
Yeah, she's sweet. You should probably do the same for her. Be like, no, you know what, Mom, you're going to park here.
I try, but she's the type, she's like, no,
She
you're
will.
the one that comes home, like, late from hanging out with your friends or whatever it may be. Like, you need to park in the garage.
Yeah. You think you learn a lot from your mom?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Do you think that like that sort of, I guess, I don't know, like the things that you've learned from her and just from the people in your life, do you think they've translated to the rest of your life in regards to like the way you treat like people through, you know, that you meet on social media or friends that you make?
I think so. I genuinely try, like, anyone that I meet, I try to give 100% to, and it doesn't always pay off, but
Yeah.
I try to always give 100%.
I noticed that about you.
Always. Like, if it's I meet someone, I always like try to shake their hand. Like, if it's a fan or a follower or someone who knows me from social media, not a fan or a follower, just someone who knows me from social media.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, hey, can I get a picture? I try to be like, hey, like, what's your name? Like, Michael? Oh, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. Like, I try to make conversation so
Yeah, I
it's
see
something meaningful for them,
I see it. I
not
see it
just
in
like a
person.
picture.
I see it. So it's interesting. I just find it so interesting. God, some
Because-
people, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish there were, I don't know. I wish there were more people like you on social media. I do.
Thanks.
You're actually a good person for real.
I
and
try to be.
It's very rare because like I said, I've done this for so many years and I've met so many people, but like, it's just rare to find genuine good people. It's like, you seem to find more people who are like, seem to be just like, I don't want to say like evil and fucking conniving and like,
Yeah.
you know, and I just wonder, I wonder overall, where does that come from? I guess it's your childhood and
I think the
your
credit
mother.
is like to my mom, and I genuinely think it's like how I grew up.
Because I remember what I would joke with you when I first
Oh
met
my
you
god,
about
dude, it wasn't a joke to me. You'd be like, you're gonna fuck me over. I know how this goes. People get money and they leave. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna fuck me over. Like,
yeah.
this
Money's
is
gonna
just
change you.
money's gonna. Oh my god, that was your favorite saying. And I was
Yeah.
like, bitch, like, I know money's not gonna change me now. You know what money did change is I go to In-N-Out and I can afford to get the 4x4 and a fries rather than just the burger.
It didn't change you. I am surprised.
It didn't change me whatsoever. Like, I can eat a little bit better now.
Yeah,
That's
but
for
that's what I'm most surprised about because like that's so it's just so fucking rare.
No.
Most people, they get money and they're like, I'm better and I'm different. And
No, money has nothing to do with like anything else. You can just afford nicer things or eat better or whatever it may be, but it has no correlation to who you are. If anything, I think it's more valuable to have money and then be a good person because it shows that you have whatever the assets may be, but you're still like genuine and down to earth. Like that's what I try to do is when I see people, I want them to feel valued from that conversation.
Have you've I'm assuming obviously you've met.
You're the same way. Money hasn't changed. Like I feel like you're not materialistic. Like you've been driving the same car for 10 years.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like the LA things that, you know, typical LA things, I feel like you also do not fit the stereotypical.
Yeah, well, I just don't give a fuck about certain things.
Yeah.
Like I value more so like building things than I do like having things.
Yeah.
Like having stuff. It's funny as I sit here with this bracelet.
Yeah.
Okay,
if you don't value it, hand it over.
I only got one bracelet. This was a pressure bracelet. Steve made me buy this bracelet because we were like on a.
So you give in to peer pressure?
I did once.
I feel like you're the type.
And all my other jewelry like was pretty much a gift.
Yeah.
So I'm not big into just buying things. And I mean, like, yeah, I've been driving the same truck since 2017, but I'm not trying to make this about me not buying things. I just have so much more value in the idea of if I'm going to spend my money towards something, it's going to be building something.
Yeah.
Instead of just like having stuff.
Well, I think you've done that pretty well. Raw Gear, Zoo Culture 2.0.
Yeah. We're doing the little training studios. Origins dropping again, the supplement company.
What is that? What I've been seeing you tease that. What is Origins?
So I mean, I had a supplement company years ago, and then I stopped for a time because I was working with the boys on their products, and then we stopped that partnership, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my thing over again. So it's basically, I mean, it's gonna be a full line. How I envision it is not just sports performance, like not just like, you know, pre-workout, pump stuff, like all that kind of stuff, the good stuff. I also want a lot of
Anavar.
No, but natural Anavar, not natural. There's no such thing as natural Anavar. No, but products that are health supplements, like all the stuff that I've taken over the years that have like really helped me.
Fish oils, omega-3, ashwagandha.
Yeah. For the most stuff like blends, stuff like that,
yeah.
that are just like things that I've really noticed through like getting my blood work done over all the years that like have actually really helped me see improvements in like my health markers and all that kind of stuff. So like being healthy along this whole way of like sometimes killing yourself.
Perfect.
You know, for the gains.
Nice balance. Yeah.
Killing yourself for the gains, but trying to like combat.
So
as many.
basically, it'll cater to people who do steroid usage so they can get the other things in.
You want to get it all right.
All balanced.
So you want the health stuff solid, and then you also want the crazy dope pre-workouts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build it like that. Just the stuff that I've done over the years.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, the things that have proven to work for me were like, you know, before there were products that there are some companies out that do actually make really great products that I really like that. Prior to those even being there, like I would go find these like extracts and ingredients and like put them and
blend it together
and make my own shit, and it would taste like trash. But it's because it wasn't.
Works.
It worked. It was good. So stuff that's really helped me over the years. So the goal is to like make that like a health supplement product line and also sports performance, which is like, you know, the filthy pumps,
the filthy pumps.
Yeah, the good stuff.
That's dope.
But it's that's the thing. I when I talk to you about this stuff, I'm like, you know, obviously it's so funny to me because like I'm talking to someone who's like one of my athletes on like my team, which is dope, and we love you and you're great. But at the same time, like even when I first met you, like I said earlier, I still like you have the potential to build businesses of your own, but it seems like not necessarily you don't want to. Maybe like, are you afraid to?
I think I'm just afraid to. I don't think I have a drive for it yet, and I'm not going to do something if I'm not necessary. Like, you have a drive for it, which is great, and that needs to be there for you to do something.
Yeah. I'm a psychopath.
You are a psychopath, but like right now I'm really enjoying how things are going.
So you're not thinking about being a crazy person?
Not yet. I'm already a crazy person. I'm like low-key crazy. But like every girl at least is low-key crazy. You just got to choose. You know, no one's going to be perfect. Everyone's low-key crazy. Have you ever been with a girl that's not crazy?
No.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Everyone's a little, that's what I'm saying, a little crazy.
Well, yeah, everyone is a little crazy. Like, so then it's not crazy, it's normal.
True.
But there's different degrees of crazy.
There's different degrees of crazy.
For sure.
Yeah.
I know a few different degrees. So let's talk about this dynamic, the girls and guys, and we got to talk about dating.
Dating, okay.
You know, the classic question, should a guy hit on a girl in the gym?
I think that it's fine.
I think
appropriate timing. If there's appropriate timing, it's okay.
You know why it's hard for me to ever hear answers to this question? I feel like there is only one answer. It's yes. because I only go to the gym. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of my
that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that's my social hour. Where else are you gonna see me?
Yeah.
Like, you might get lucky and see me at Chipotle after, but
Yeah.
like, the gym's the only guaranteed 2 hours of the day that I'm out of the house.
Yeah, and not with your cat at home.
Yeah. So
It's
you got to
kinda-
make the move at the gym.
So then, okay, that's obviously like, there's certain timing, you said.
There is, like, okay, if you're stretching or if you're in between sets, or like if she's just on her phone, she can probably engage in a minute conversation with you as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But don't be the kind of guy who's mid-set and you're like, hey.
Yeah.
You
No,
like, wait,
don't do that.
stare at her while she's on doing squats.
Yeah, no, the worst thing you can do is stare to the point that she thinks you're creepy, and then you come up to her, she already has this idea that you're fucking creepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you've been staring at her and she's like, what is this
What do you think
guy
about
doing?
those TikTok videos where like the girls like expose the guys for looking at them and they go super hard?
Bro, all I'm saying is if guys had tripods standing up while they were doing RDLs, I'd be exposed too. I stare. Everyone stares, I think.
Why do you think it got popular for girls? I think I mean I know the answer. They just wanted clout.
But I think there is a difference between, like, I think if someone's in your age group, it's more acceptable to stare at the opposite sex. But if someone, do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, if a 70-year-old guy keeps staring as opposed to like a 25-year-old guy, you know what I mean? I
Kinda.
have seen guys at the gym, and it's always older men taking pictures of me. Always.
At my gym? No.
No, not at your gym, at commercial gyms.
Okay.
I
I was
feel-
like, who the fuck is that
No,
guy?
at your gym, I'm always like, it's okay because Bradley's here.
Yeah, what the fuck? Ain't
He'll
no one doing
handle
that.
it.
Ain't no one doing that.
No, you're always so, like, I value our friendship to the point that I know you have my back. Like that one time that, I don't know, some dumbass kid from your gym posted a video, and then in the comment section, he like shitted on me, whatever it may have been at the time.
Yeah.
And then I sent you a screenshot, and you were like, well, try to talk to him about it. Like, that's not okay. But like, if he's like just not respectful or whatever, like, we'll kick him out.
Yeah.
Like, you care about the people around you.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
Of course. I appreciate it.
that's nice. That's
Yeah.
really nice. Like, it's comforting to know that even me, I know if I like got myself in a shitty situation and I called you, like, you'd be there to help, whether it was
Yeah.
advice or like
100%.
like coming to like pick me up or giving me money, like whatever it may
Well,
be.
if it was from the airport, I don't know if I'd get you.
No, I wouldn't pick up anyone from LAX.
Yeah,
No, that's a different type
Anywhere
of love.
else though?
That's a different type of
But
love.
that going through that loop, I'm like, hey, listen, get out that
No.
loop, I'll come get you.
Yeah.
Straight up.
No, 100%. I wouldn't trust you driving in LA anyways. It's scary
No,
as
no, I'll
fuck
get you in
driving
LA,
with
just
you.
not the airport. Dude, I'm a great driver. Jacob can attest to that.
Jacob knows you're a shitty driver. You
Jacob
are
knows
so-
I'm a great
Yo,
driver.
you drive that. He drives a Ford Raptor. He drives the Ford Raptor like he has a GT3 RS or something.
That's actually so accurate. That's actually so accurate.
Like, he does not drive that thing like it's a truck.
Kevin's always like, dude, you need a sports car.
Yeah, you do, but you wouldn't fit.
I wouldn't. I can't do it.
But you don't drive it like it's a truck.
No, I drive it like
It's
it's like a Beamer or something.
Yeah, like you think that thing will fit in any slot you pause.
Pause. Yeah.
But no, but seriously. Ugh.
It's a talent. It's a talent of mine. So what's the most you're talking about guys and like fucking, weird interactions, older guys at commercial gyms. What's the weirdest interaction you've had since you've like been on social media? I mean,
I don't know many weird. I always think it's so awkward when people come up to you and ask you to follow them back.
oh yeah, that's a good one. They're like, yo, hit me back with a follow.
Yeah, because
You're like, nah, I'm too important.
that's not the way I see it whatsoever.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
No,
Nah,
for
I'm
me,
fucking
it's like
with
the
you.
people I use Instagram as another way of like texting, like connections. Like, I'll follow people, like whether it's like business. Great. Now I sound like a fucking douchebag.
No, you don't.
And
You
that's
don't.
not how I
You
meant
don't.
it.
The reality is this, like, I've probably been asked by like 500, maybe to 2,000 different people to follow them back, not just in person, but like online. And it's like, you follow everyone back. It's like, you wouldn't see all the other shit that you're like,
No, that's what I'm like. I'm on there to see like what I need to see or like connect with people that I need to like talk to.
benefit from.
Yeah. No, but not benefit
I'm
from. Holy
fucking
shit.
with you.
But I send DMs all the time back. I'm like, if you use code Sarah, like send me a screenshot.
I
and
love trolling you, dude.
Yo,
Just
I-
funny. You're a good person. You're not a shitty person. You are literally one of the few that's like just solid. You are. I just troll you because you are so solid. I troll you. But I'm kidding. I'm
I know,
joking.
I know.
You're
I
not.
know.
You're like actually a good fucking person, and it's rare. That's why I like you the most. I think.
Thank you.
You're a good human, and you deserve all your success. And I'm fucking proud of you. I mean that.
Stop. You're
I
gonna
really
make me
mean that.
cry.
Not trying to make you cry. You really, and you work hard. You care about the people around you. You care about the people who support you. It's very clear, and that's why I think you keep having more and more success. I know that's why.
Thank you.
Like even like you know how there's a time it's like you blew up and then it slows down, and like even right now it's like you're blowing up again. I think you continue to get moments like that because like you keep actually doing good. You keep actually putting good out.
Yeah.
Versus like you blow up and you're like, I'm better than everyone. It's like eventually this shit just, whether it's outwardly happening online, like there's something that starts to just kind of pull you down.
And I think what it is I've been to so many of these LA events, and I see how, regardless, I think it's usually girls that are meaner. But girls are meaner to a girl than guys. I mean, whatever, underlying intentions, whatever it may be. But I'm saying girls are usually meaner, especially when they have a following. And I've seen this firsthand, and I think I'm just like, I never want to be like that or portray myself like that.
Yeah.
But I see girls, and they like, I don't know if it's gotten to their head or they were just like that before they got a following too.
Oh man, I've seen girls just completely do a fucking complete turn. And it just sounds like obviously people are just different. What advice do you give to someone who like wants to be successful in this industry and is afraid to kind of do it? Because it sounded like you were afraid to do it in the beginning. I
was afraid to do it in the beginning.
Yeah.
But you cannot overthink it, and you have to post it. You have to, and this is going to be ironic because I just said I don't like taking risks, but you have to take the risks in order to be successful sometimes. But also, like, the gym helped me find my self-worth. For someone else, it might be like beauty, or it might be lifestyle clothes, or whatever, like your niche, maybe it might be cars, like something that you're just passionate about. If you do it, it will help you like find your own self-worth and happiness in the process. You're right,
but I'm willing to bet that the gym will help
everyone. I agree, but
maybe I'm biased, but I really think that no matter what the fuck you want to do in your life, the gym will literally make you better at it.
I think to some extent it will, because it shows discipline. Getting up, going to the gym, eating somewhat correctly, like hitting your nutrients, whatever it may be. I think it's all discipline.
Yeah, when you prove to yourself you're capable of doing something that's physical, then you could see a result. And then at the same time, it just makes your life better because of your mental acuity.
Yeah.
It makes you sharper. It makes
100%.
Makes you more clear. So gym is everything. What's going on?
I'm sorry.
Is it his beard? His mustache?
No, his mustache was just... I'm sorry, his mustache. But no, I agree 100%. It does. It translates to everything else in your life. Okay, be honest. Like, can you just be honest? Like, we're all curious. We're all curious.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, have you ever kissed Steve?
No. That is a very weird question.
I just feel like there's something else there.
Because he's my friend?
Okay, you don't have to be so defensive.
No, I'm not defensive. I'm saying because he's a friend.
No, like yesterday, we were all just hanging out at the gym, right? Jacob, me, you, Faith. We were all just chilling. And then, like, you were just, like, kind of working out, sure. And then, like, Steve pulls up, and you're like, oh,
and
shit.
Kyle.
Yeah, and Kyle. Right,
yeah.
Okay. And then you're like, oh, my God, I have to get a pump. Like, they're here. Like, you didn't say that out loud, but, like, your actions. So, like, you were trying to, like,
they were
look
here because
good.
I was going to work out.
Like, you were trying to, like...
Like, we were going to work out.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know the logistics
like,
behind it.
When you and Faith were there, it was like, I don't really need a pump. We're not really training. Like, they're going to bullshit and film stuff.
No, that's exactly, like, with the girls, you're like, it doesn't matter. Men walk in.
Well, there are people I was training with, you know? Because, like, I didn't...
No, like, you didn't know they were going to come. You didn't know?
I didn't know Kyle was going to come. I knew Steve was coming. Kyle was a surprise.
Steve was coming.
Dude, you're sick, dude.
Whatever. It was just a question. I know they were curious too.
Who, them or they? These two?
Them or they?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean them or they, the people watching.
The people watching.
I don't think they're curious about that. I think they're curious about your preference.
Dude, I know a lot of people do think that I'm like bi or gay, but I am straight. I'm a little assertive and I dress kind of boyish.
What did you say, Jacob?
What did he say? Growing up though, people always thought I was like a tomboy.
You are kind of a tomboy.
And it would hurt my feelings when they would say it.
That hurts your feelings?
Yeah, at the time it would hurt my feelings.
Not now though.
Not
you are
now.
Kind of a
no,
tomboy.
Now I'm like totally.
It's
yes,
dope,
I am. Yeah. I am. But I'm saying at the time I'd be like, I thought it had some underlying meaning.
Like you, oh, wow. It's who gives a fuck. Now you're like a bro, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What was that?
Dude, awkward moments with you are great. Let's talk about dogs and cats now, because you mean
Okay, obviously cats.
okay.
Like no,
All
like
right.
dude, I walk in your dog's ruined my fit.
I think
My raw gear sweatshirt I gotta throw away now.
I'm gonna be honest
These
with
pants,
you. I think
slobber.
it's how the podcast ends, because like I don't even think we can continue to talk
Why?
because you like cats more than dogs. They're
Cats
even
don't
mad.
do that. Cats don't do that.
Yeah, cats also don't do anything except avoid you.
That's totally not true.
I know why you like cats.
Why? Because I'm pussy.
Not because you're a pussy, no. Because you don't have to really take care of them.
That's probably true. They're low. That's low effort. They're low effort. Yeah.
Wow,
They're
that's
low
sad. Okay, so this is how we're ending this. Okay, how long do you think it's going to take before you get 2 million on IG? Because the first million is the hardest.
It is?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
First million's the hardest?
That's just like that's like making money and everything. It's always the hardest. First is always the hardest, and then it's easier.
Well, it took me, I think, like 14, 15 months to hit him. So maybe another year, 12 months.
You think you do another one in a year?
Well, you just said it's easier.
I think
and now you're
sooner.
being judged.
I'm
Really?
not making judgment. I'm just asking you. Yeah, I think sooner. What about YouTube? Are you going to take YouTube serious?
I've been trying to take YouTube serious. Since day one, I've been taking YouTube serious. I love YouTube. Boost my algorithm.
But like, what'd you say?
Boost my algorithm.
Please boost the algo. Comment for the algorithm, please.
Yeah, guys.
And subscribe to this channel.
Finally, like, he had me on a podcast for so long. Like, he only has, like, famous people and stuff, but he decided, like, it's okay. We'll have Sarah on.
No, I think
you know,
it's
we need a
perfect
filler. We need a filler video. We'll have Sara Saffari on.
She's got 1 million followers in fucking a year, dude. That's impressive. And you're a good person. That's even more impressive. You're not a shithead.
Are we gonna throw a party?
We're not throwing a party.
We're not throwing a party for 1 million.
No.
Yeah, no.
We could throw a party at the gym.
That's what I'm saying. A party at the gym.
Like right now? Like what are you doing after this?
I was gonna go work out.
Oh shit, me too.
See,
Do you want to train?
You want to work out together? I got
Get
legs, Loki.
Oh shit. Yeah, no,
Your legs hurt.
I have
huh?
to go somewhere else.
I figured you don't.
No,
wanna-
I'm down to hit legs actually. But only if
Okay.
we deadlift.
I'm not wearing the best shoes.
Take them off.
Whatever.
Yeah. Those shoes are dope though.
You like
But-
them?
Yes, but we're gonna deadlift today.
Okay, we'll work out.
Okay,
Wait,
go ahead.
I don't want this to be over. This is fun.
Okay, let me pee first then. Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about specifically?
Yeah, I have a question for you.
All right, if you guys want to send your questions for audience questions, for you guys to ask us and I'll ask the guests, askrawtalk@gmail.com. Send us your questions. But we don't have those right now. We're
It's
going to
okay.
get
I have
those.
questions for you.
You have questions, but if you guys want your questions answered by the next guest, send the questions there and we'll answer them. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you see yourself ever getting married?
Wow. That's a good one. Getting married. Probably not like married like in the traditional sense, but like having a partner and like creating a
Why?
partnership.
Can you not commit?
No, I can commit. I just don't like the idea of signing, hey, I'm getting married to the government.
Okay.
I want to be in a partnership. I want to like be married without like the, hey, we're, you know, like I want that sort of relationship.
Okay. Would you make her sign a prenup?
Oh, this is, you know that I would. We've had this stupid ass video.
Yo, I'd
viral.
probably make him sign one too.
Yeah, I mean, it's
so I
like,
don't blame you.
it's
Like
just
I can see where you're coming from.
yeah, now you started making
And
money.
now I
you
see.
get it.
At
Yeah,
the time, I didn't. You know, I just started.
yeah. Now you got some money. You're like, wait a sec. It took some time to get this shit. But that's what it comes down to. It's just like, you know, it's just a funny thing. You know,
It is funny. I was just.
you just got to, 100%. They'd sign it. Because if someone spend their whole life to work on something, like not just the time when you met someone, but like all the years leading up to that, it's like you know, that person obviously can be very, very important, but like they also weren't there for them to be like, yo, we got married. Let's say fucking 3 years later, they're like, yo, I'm out. And, but, you know, half your shit's now mine forever.
True. I see.
It's just kind of like, whoa, wait a sec.
Okay. Do you want kids? And if so, how
Absolutely.
many?
I'd love 2 kids, but I always wanted 2 kids, but now I kind of want 3 kids.
Oh.
Yeah. That number's going up. It's like,
Really?
as you get
Yeah,
older,
yo.
you're like, I want like a whole fucking,
Someone
like,
wife this man.
I want a fucking football team or something.
Oh.
4 kids, 5 kids.
Have you seen the Have you seen the video that like someone asks a guy like, hey, would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter? And then the guy's like, oh, a thought daughter. And then he's like, what if you come home and like the whole football team's like running a train on her? And the guy's like, shit, I'd join it.
Bro, what the fuck?
Do you know what video I'm talking about?
That is terrible. No, dude. No. No. Holy shit. What are you talking about?
No, there's a video. I'll find it.
No, maybe don't pull that up. Listen, ask me that question though.
Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter?
100% gay son.
Yeah.
Gay son. Easy. It's such an easy.
It is a no-brainer.
I think because it's like, it's because I'm a dude. I'm like, oh, it's like he's a dude. Like, you know, I just feel like he's going to be able to just deal with the bullshit versus like being a thought daughter is like, you're going to get ran through and just like dealt with all these shitty hands and deal with all that shit and like all the shit that comes along with it. And
yeah.
I feel like, I don't know.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I would too.
It's interesting coming from you. Actually, it makes sense coming from you.
I think it makes, because I don't know, because then I don't know.
Go ahead. What?
No, like, then, like, I feel like if you're, like, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but if you're, like, that much of a thought, then you got no self-respect or, like, self-worth.
Yeah. I just find that so interesting. You're just, I've said this a few times in this podcast, but, like, how different you are from, like a lot of girls that I know.
And you know what's funny is I started working out and posting content. I was like, you know what? Maybe it will motivate girls to get into the gym. And they won't think like, oh, it's like gross to get big or whatever. I'm not even that big, but I'm saying.
Well, that's getting so popular. Girls who work out is like such a popular thing.
Yeah, but my audience is 10% females.
The dudes love you. How come you don't post more like exercise tutorial type videos?
Because I go with it. I don't even.
You don't want to.
Like,
you're never going to be like, yo, here's this workout?
No, because I'm not.
Because that would get you more girls.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm also not a, what am I going to say? 5 workouts to get your ass fat? Look at my ass.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on.
What is going on, guys? Bradley Martyn. I'll be a little extra quiet today because we're in the gym. It's like really early in the morning. We got the early crew in here today. And we got something special for you right now. So yesterday we did a video where we were talking about how, like, who's gonna hit it harder, Logan Paul or KSI, because the fight's coming up. Now, I'm going right now to interrupt the training camp with Jake Paul and Logan Paul, and I'm gonna see how hard Logan Paul hits. I'm gonna come over, let's see what you got. So we're gonna go do it right now. We're gonna head over there. Have a good one.
Wish him luck, he's about to get punched.
Shit.
Yeah, she's gonna get punched in the stomach.
By who?
She feels like she's gonna laugh at me.
Who?
Logan Paul. Why is she looking at you like that? You think you can hit harder? Do you want to come try real quick?
No, I can't.
Come hit me in the
No,
stomach.
I'm just like, I'm your friend and I don't want to hit you.
No, but Trey hit me the other day
I know,
and
but I
Dennis hit me the other day.
can't. You're my friend. I can't do that to
Yeah, but
you.
you can though. They weren't good at it either.
I would do it, but I'll be like, I can't.
Whatever. Have a good one.
You too.
I get my son to get a picture with you real quick.
bring him
He's
out.
from Cincinnati.
Yeah, bring him out here. Yeah.
And he said, I want to go to zoo culture. And I said, absolutely.
Appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate
Have a
it.
good day. And enjoy the rest of your trip.
Thank you.
So how we feeling, man? Moments before the punch.
Look, man, after Ryan hit me, I'm not worried about nothing. But Logan is bigger, and he's probably like just done with his trainer, like the middle of his training, so like he's warmed up. I think anytime someone new hits you, you're like, because you never know. He might just have the craziest, hardest hand ever. You never know. So that's why sometimes you got to be careful. You walk up to him and be like, hey, he's bad, whatever, you know, sunglasses on, man. And then that guy might just knock you out cold. I'm not worried, but I have anticipation, for sure. Like, low-key, I got to poop. Bro, that's a real deer. It's not a statue, that's a deer. Anyways, let's do this. Damn, it's lit, though. Wow. It's literally, holy shit, though. Do you know how many people live here?
I don't know, 40?
But really, though, you want to see the dopest car they have here?
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, is that a new Jeep?
No, not the Jeep, that. Do you see the rims on that thing? It's a classic car.
Yeah.
Let's do this. The bigger your arms look, the better you take a punch.
For sure, yeah,
Not
makes
fact.
sense.
Not fact.
It makes sense.
Whoa.
Oh shit. This guy's crazy.
Why?
I hit hard, bro.
I know, no, and that's what I'm like. I know, I'm here trying to.
Alright, yo, can I get? Yo, you're nuts, bro.
Forget about practice.
Oh shit. Can
Like,
let me
start, and then like, you know, don't just go 100%.
No,
It's not the same thing.
Alright, what if I start with like just a one little bang?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I stand here?
Do it.
Can I stand off this side?
We need to figure out this camera.
No, whatever.
Like if I stand here,
Just go like. Oh, you want to stand there? You can stand wherever.
You a little
just,
nervous?
Yeah, well, of course I'm a little nervous. I was telling him earlier, he's like getting hit by anyone new. He's always a little nervous.
You do it. That's a warm up.
Yeah, like don't go.
I know.
Capture the warm up because
I know.
Go like 50. Test it out.
Hey.
50.
I'm gonna go 25. 25.
Okay.
I'm just,
Yeah. Okay.
how's that?
Yeah, go.
I was like 10, bro.
Okay. Don't hit me in the dick.
I want.
Okay. Just go on. Okay. Here.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that? What would you call that?
30.
Okay. He's getting there.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's getting.
All right.
He's getting heavier. His hands are getting heavier.
That was like 50 maybe.
Okay.
That's just gotta go for it.
Yeah, I want you to do this. No, do this one like everything.
You want me to whack it?
Like fucking turn your hips, everything.
Oh,
Okay. He for sure hits harder than Ryan.
How was it?
I tried to hold on. Like I'm not gonna lie, I had to hold on to my breath a little bit.
Yo.
It almost left me.
You took it like a champ though.
Yeah, that.
You think you could do another?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Let's do a.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was,
Yeah, because combos get a little harder.
Alright.
So you could just start to catch momentum,
I
right?
go. Bang.
yeah.
Bang.
Okay, what you should do is go here like this and keep your hands right here and tighten up your gut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And anticipate it when it's coming.
Okay.
So look, you're gonna go here. You're gonna go like this.
Oh yeah. Just don't hit me on the side.
Yeah, no. This is where you get liver shots.
Yeah. Give me here.
Well, actually, liver's here, kidney.
Oh.
So